Welcome to my book review. It's September the 11th, 2009, and today I'm going to review a book, wonderful book about happiness by Sonja Lyubomirsky, and the book is called The How of Happiness, a new approach to getting the life you want. Now the question that you might have is, why am I reading happiness books? Do I have issues on my own? No. But working on my book research, upcoming book that will be coming out in Finland in the first quarter of 2010, I became interested in reviewing what makes us tick, what makes us happy, what makes us unhappy. My upcoming book is about international life and how to live it to its fullest. And that's why I went to Amazon.com and I was reviewing a few books, and this book specifically got a lot of good reviews. So what's so specific about this book? I think it boils down to one picture, and that's the picture. And this picture shows us that, or gives us an idea where the sources for our happiness are based on. And the interesting piece is that 50% of the source is what she calls for set points. They did some research on twins, trying to figure out whether identical twins would be different in their happiness. And the results were that 50% is based on genetics and other physical factors that you have as a person. I guess the biggest surprise to me was that only 10% of our happiness is based on circumstances. You might be rich, but it does not necessarily make you happy. Because if you compare the happiness factor in many countries, the rich countries doesn't necessarily don't have happier people than countries with less standard of living. Of course, you have to have a set of standards to be able to survive, but money doesn't make you happy, and we've seen that. Even now in recession, when people with still millions and millions are committing suicide because of the dip in the stock market. Now, the biggest and the most important thing is that you can make a change in your happiness, because 40% is what she calls for intentional activity. You can make a change in your own happiness. And when I started reading this, reviewing the reviews from Amazon, let me just tell you a few things that I found out from the content itself. The first chapter is, first of all, is it possible to become happier? And the answer is yes. Utilize the 40% that you have available for you. Chapter 2, how happy are you and why? Where do you fit in? Do you know that? Chapter number 3, how do you find happiness activities that fit your interests, your values, and your needs? Part 2 talks about happiness activities. Practicing gratitude and positive thinking. Man, what a big difference if you think positively. If you are always negative, guess what? You'll be sick and you won't feel good about anything. Number 5, investing in social connections. Number 6, managing stress, hardship, trauma. Number 7, living in present. Living in present, not in the future. Don't think about getting retired. Think about how you can live to your fullest today. 8, happiness activity number 10, committing to your goals. 9, taking care of your body and your soul, very important. The 5 house behind systems. This book really has become a vision for my upcoming